So in the previous video, we have seen how does internet actually works. Now in this particular video, we will try to understand what is web development and what is the role of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's get started. Now this is a very famous quote that I found on internet. So web development gives us opportunity to express ourselves over the internet. Now, by using the concepts of web development, you can create some beautiful website. You can add your creativity onto those websites and you can publish those websites over the internet. Okay, now we have already discussed how a request is made from a client side to a particular server. Okay, now when a request is made to a particular server, the server will respond back with three files. Okay, with three code files. The server will respond with HTML, CSS and JavaScript files. Okay, so the server will send these three combined files and our browser will decode these files and will present the web page onto your screen. Okay, so basically the HTML is responsible for the structure of your web page. So basic structure will be defined by the HTML code file. The CSS is responsible for styling your web page or for styling the structure. For example, when you are basically creating or constructing a building, so the HTML will define the structure of the building. The CSS will define the style of the building. For example, what tiles you are using for creating that building, how that building is actually looking will be defined by the CSS code file. Now the JavaScript will uh, deal with the functionality. Okay, for example, you have created the structure of the building, you have styled the building. Okay, now JavaScript will deal with the functionality. For example, if an elevator is there in the building, how that elevator will actually work. Okay, how different electrical connections will be made in that particular building. That all functionality will be defined by the JavaScript code file. Okay, so basically, just to give you a quick recap, when the server responds back to the client request, it sends three files: HTML, CSS and JavaScript code files. The browser will decode these files and will present the web page onto your screen. Okay, now in order to explain you the use of HTML, CSS and JavaScript, I will take reference of this website which is called as codepen.io. Okay, so I have written some code for the HTML, CSS and for the JavaScript as well. Okay, don't focus on the code, just focus on the concept. This code we are going to discuss in the upcoming videos. Now let me just write the HTML code. Okay, so you can see that this is how the HTML code is actually looking. So it is pure text and this is the structure which is defined by our HTML code. Okay, now let me just remove the comments from the CSS code and you can see. So when I write the CSS code, you can see that the styling of my page has changed. The background color of this page has changed to red and also the text color has changed to white. Okay, now let's come to the JavaScript part. Now let me just write this particular code. Okay, so you can see that with the help of JavaScript, we can show some pop-ups, we can put some alert boxes on the screen. Okay, so I have just written a simple statement and with the help of JavaScript, you can add some actions or some functionalities to your web page. So that was all for this particular video. Now from the next video onwards, we are going to start with the HTML section. So we'll see you in the next one.